Not everyone made it to work unscathed in these recent storms. Dozens of crashes in the metro area caused by icy roads have Colorado auto body shops working overtime. Some shops are having a hard time getting the parts they need to make repairs. 9 News reporter Kyle Cabodi joins us from Addison Auto Repair in Denver. And Kyle, their garage is packed.
Well, you know, the guys here say they've seen a steady stream of cars come in over the past week, and they've been doing everything they can to get those cars back out onto the road. But the slower economy means auto companies don't always have the parts that they need, and that can pose a problem. Sometimes it just doesn't matter how carefully you drive. Snow on the ground means car accidents, and car accidents mean trips to the auto body shop.
Well, since the weather hit, things have been really hopping.
Jim Addison owns his own body and repair shop, and he has 2 entire buildings full of damaged cars being hammered, sanded down, and worked back into driving shape.
Probably a lot more front-end damage because people slide into things that are inanimate objects, poles and parked things.
Most of the time, not every piece of the car can be salvaged, and that calls for new parts.
You know, bumpers, fenders, lights, all that stuff on the outside of the car is obviously what gets hit first.
But in recent years, they've run into a snag.
In 2009 and maybe early 2010, we had some real difficulty getting parts, certain parts, because I think there were a lot of suppliers that had either gone out of business or companies were trying to find new suppliers.
Addison says it's gotten a little easier to find parts as the economy has recovered. But getting them to the shop isn't always as quick as it used to be.
I think what everybody's doing is just trying to cut back some, keep their inventory lower, produce exactly what they think is needed. And, you know, sometimes they're not always right about that.
On rare occasions, replacement parts are completely unavailable.
But we've got a couple Buicks out here that we just absolutely can't find a part for and can't fix.
Even though Addison doesn't see auto companies beefing up their warehouses anytime soon,
I think inventory is still going to be tight.
He says his shop will be able to manage.
It just takes a little more planning and a little more careful upfront work, and it's pretty easy to cope with.
Now, Addison says car companies that have gone through recent ownership changes like Volvo or Saab are usually the slowest when it comes to replacing parts. And Adele, right now, nearly every part from Saab has to be special ordered.
And I think it runs across the board for a lot of automakers.
Yeah, I mean, I've got a Ford I ordered a part not too long ago. It took a while to come in.
Yeah, several weeks, 4 to 6 weeks is what I'm hearing.
Oh, yeah.
Thanks, Kyle.